Hello, my name's James from plumberparts.co.uk and we've teamed up with Dyno today to give you a brief outline of the preventative measures you can take to your plumbing and heating system when you go on holiday. Now I'm sure you've packed your bags, you've changed your money over and you've got your passport sorted out. But have you thought about the brief preventative measures you can take to your plumbing system to make sure that you don't return home to any problems? If you follow this brief guide, it should go some way to making sure you don't come back to any catastrophes. But if you're not happy doing any of the things that we outline in this guide, then it's best you get a professional like a dyno engineer to come in and do it for you. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's video and let's pop inside and have a look. Another reason it's really important to do these checks is because if you have gone away and there's a problem, it could be going on for a long time and you could come home to some really extensive damage. So the first thing we need to do is make sure that our house heating system is set up to protect the house from freezing. But at the same time, we don't want the heating system running all the time so it uses loads of fuel up. Now this is especially important to do in a cold time of year and you're lucky enough to get away for some winter sun. So the first thing we do is go to our room thermostat or our programmable room thermostat and turn that down to 5 or 7 degrees. The next thing you need to do is find your programmer or heating system control, this one's in the airing cupboard, and switch that to constantly on 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Now obviously different kinds of programmer manufacturers have different ways of changing their settings, so always refer to the instructions beforehand. The next thing we need to look at, and is forgotten about by most people, is to think about the cold water storage tanks in the loft. Now if you go away for a while and the heating's turned down low, then it will get cold up in there and they will definitely be susceptible to freezing. So far we've turned our heating system so it's constantly on, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and they'll only ever come on if the house temperature goes below 5 or 7 degrees. Now if we pop the loft hatch up, just give it a quarter of a turn and then sit it back down again, the warmth from the house will be able to go up there and protect those tanks from freezing, and that's another bit of peace of mind. So we protected our house from freezing by setting up our heating system in such a way that it protects the house from being really cold whilst not running the heating system the whole time. Remember, some programmer manufacturers also have a holiday setting on them as well, so it's best to look at the instructions to make sure that doesn't get in the way of any protection. Let's say you want to be doubly careful and that if you do have a frozen burst pipe that no water comes out. The first thing you'll need to do is find out where your cold water main stopcock is. Usually you'll find them underneath the kitchen sink, but really they could be anywhere in the house. It's really worthwhile knowing exactly where your water stopcock is, regardless of whether you're going on holiday or not. So when you've found your cold water stopcock, try and work it one way or the other to loosen it off and then turn it fully clockwise as far as it will go until it's shut off. And then you should be able to open the lowest cold tap on the system, dissipate the pressure and no water should come out. And for added peace of mind, you can also have an automatic stopcock installed by your plumber. Another reason it's really important to carry out these measures is that some insurance companies will not cover you if you haven't carried them out. So there we go, we've set the heating system up so there's no problems with it freezing, and if there is a problem, we've shut our main stopcock as well to prevent any big floods. A lot of you might be asking what we should do with our hot water settings that come out of the tap. Well, if you've got a combi boiler, you won't have to worry about it. And if you've got an indirect tank in the cupboard or loft, you should be able to leave them as well because the insulation's so good on them now, they don't tend to have any problems. Remember that this video is for guidance only. And if you're not very happy with carrying out any of the procedures that we've just described, then it's best to get a professional in to do it for you. Anyway, I hope you can go away on holiday now and not have to worry about how you've left your house. And thanks ever so much for watching this video. Bye bye.